Peace, 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 and welcome back to Love Sirya Divine Channel. If you are new here, thank you for clicking on this reading and tuning in. And if you are returning, thank you for your support again. We're going to tap into this energy to see what messages does the Holy Spirit, God, the Most High of all, wants to share with the Divine Collective. We're going to see if the energy has changed or if it's still the same from when I previously did a reading. Personally, I am feeling a major shift. Things are quickly shifting, adjusting, adapting. But we're going to see if it's the same for you all. I will provide the disclaimer that the messages that you hear today, are simply knockbacks from the universe, confirmation for things that you have been intuitively feeling, hearing, and sensing yourself. So if it resonates, you will know. Even if it does not resonate, please do not force it. Let it go. Okay. First card we have coming out is Unfinished Symphony. Holy Spirit, come through. Tell us what's true. What other messages do you have for the Divine Collective? This Unfinished Symphony is the number 9. The number 10. 10 is all about endings and beginnings. Okay. So there may have been a never-ending story that you were constantly hearing, a never-ending cycle that you were constantly living, okay, that may be now coming to an end. We have fork in the road here, which is the number 13. Number 13 in tarot is the death card. So there is a transformation. There is a choice that is needing to be made, a particular direction that you're being called and guided to take, okay. We have To Be Fair coming out, which is the Woman of Scales, okay. So this is giving the Justice card, justice energy. This is giving truth, balance, okay. Things are balancing out. The scales are balancing out in your favor, okay. On all these cards, I am seeing owls, okay. So you all are definitely being divinely guided right now, needing to adhere to divine guidance, to wisdom, okay. Holy Spirit, come through. Tell us what's true. What other messages do you have? Thank you. We have peace coming out, okay. This is the second card with an egg, okay. So you all may be in hermit mode, maybe in isolation, or you all may be about to embark on a new journey, a new chapter, okay. I'm hearing that this new beginning, this new chapter has yet to be cracked open, which means you have yet to step into it, which is why you have this fork in the road. There's a choice that needs to be made. You all are shifting timelines where you are in between decisions, in between worlds, okay. Things from your past life, your old life, your previous life, it's balancing out with things in the future, but you're in the middle, of course. Okay, let's get one more card here. Holy Spirit, come through. Tell us what's true. What other messages do you have? You have never-ending story coming out. Okay, I actually want one more. Thank you. The Spirit gave 2 more. We have time for a nap and no place like home. I'm not going to take these, but these 2 cards did come out the last time I used these cards in a reading, which is a few weeks ago. Okay. Holy Spirit, come through. Thank you. All right, the final card that we have is Not For You, with Thinker at the bottom of the deck, okay? You all have been pondering and thinking about a lot. You all have been pondering and thinking about a particular decision, okay? But you all have been experiencing some type of cycle, some type of experience. For some of you all, this may be a relationship, but for most of you all, this is particularly your heart's desire. I did see that no place like home card. So maybe a lot of you all may have been called to move, to relocate, okay? Which is why you have this fork in the road. Or you all may have been called to travel, okay? But it's kind of like you're not finding the quote unquote right place, or not sure exactly where it is you should be going, where it is you should be doing. But you all are doing a lot of pondering, a lot of thinking, a lot of considering, a lot of contemplating, Okay, and with this unfinished symphony and never-ending story, like I said, there's something that you all have been experiencing. There's a particular cycle that you all have been experiencing over and over and over again, where you're constantly feeling disappointed, you're constantly feeling let down, you're constantly feeling like you failed. For some of you all, you may constantly feel like your wings have been chopped off. Okay, I have the 10 of swords that flipped over here. This is what you all feel like you're constantly feeling. You're constantly feeling backstabbed, betrayed, stepped on, used and abused. This is the energy that you all keep feeling with this unfinished sympathy. These are two tens on top of each other, which is just letting it be known that you all are coming to an end of experiencing this type of energy, experiencing this type of stories. Like, this is not going to be your story anymore. This is all coming to an end. That feeling of feeling let down, of disappointed, that feeling of feeling betrayed, that feeling of feeling like you keep being used and abused, okay? That people keep coming into your life, telling you sweet nothings with this unfinished symphony. They keep singing the same song over and over again. You keep experiencing the same people, okay? That's all coming to an end. Holy Spirit, come through, tell us what's true. What is this fork in the road for the Divine Collective? Thank you. For this fork in the road, we have the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords coming out, which is interesting. You all are at this place in your life where I don't know why I'm hearing to say this, but it's like a battle between your mind and your spirit. It's like you all are trying to think logically about something, trying to think logically about a decision, instead of just being confident in the decision that you know is true for you, instead of moving towards the decision that is for your highest good. Okay, wow, with Lovers at the bottom of the deck. The Lovers card is about choices, choices that are in alignment with you, with your highest good. So you all are definitely at this point in your life where you're being called to make particular choices. Some of you all may be thinking too logically about it. Others of you all are wanting to just flow with the magic, flow with how you feel, with how something or someone makes you feel. Okay, how it uplifts you, empowers you, make you feel special, make you feel like you're the one. Holy Spirit, come through. Tell us what's true. What is this to be fair coming out with the Divine Collective? We have the Ace of Cups. This to be fair and the Ace of Cups is letting it be known that there's a new beginning, okay, that is coming. You all are embarking on a new beginning, or you all are opening your heart, opening the floodgates of blessings. You all are about to be restored. Okay, we do have Judgment at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, you all are about to be restored, about to be renewed, about to go through a rebirth. Justice is being served for everything that you've experienced, particularly matters of the heart. Things are balancing out for you in regards to the heart. Okay, and I did see that with this never-ending story. You all experienced a lot of conflict, a lot of competition, a lot of disappointments. Some of you all experience communities and relationships and friends, okay, that constantly disappointed you, competed with you, okay? You all have been patient, patiently waiting, patiently manifesting for a new beginning, okay? But this to be fair is letting it be known that this new beginning that you all have been waiting for is coming into fruition, is being handed to you. It's going to be an overflow of blessings. Justice is being restored. You just have to keep your heart open. Continue to make the right choices. With this fork in the road, you are being called to be confident in your decisions, as well as maintain appropriate, healthy boundaries. Make sure the choices that you are making are in alignment with your highest good, are in alignment with who you are striving to become. Making sure that you're not forcing situations, that you're not forcing relationships. Okay, if it is not for you, if it is draining you with this Ten of Swords, and if it's cutting you down, if it's taking from you, belittling you, using you, abusing you, do not hesitate to cut it off and protect your magic, protect your sacredness. Okay, Holy Spirit, come through, tell us what's true. What is this peace? Okay, we have the Judgment coming right back out. Spirit is blowing the horn, allowing you all to be rebirthed into a new beginning that's not only going to be loving, rewarding, full of blessings, but it's also, you're about to live a life of peace. Justice is being restored for you to live a life of peace. You all are literally ending a cycle where you were constantly experiencing the same disappointments, the same betrayals. It was like literally the never-ending story. It was literally a never-ending song. Okay, we have the Death card coming out on top of this never-ending story, which means that this is the end. This is the end of you experiencing the same type of energies, the same type of people, the same type of relationships. Not only are you bringing it into it, but Spirit is also helping you bring it into it, navigating you towards a whole new direction where your discernment is more sharper, okay? And you're holding yourself to a higher standard so that you're not constantly being used and abused for your gifts, for your power, for your essence, for your energy, for your intellect, okay? This new beginning that you are going to experience is going to be one that is by divine right, but one that is going to be in alignment with your heart's desires, one that's going to respect you, that's going to love you, that's going to uplift you, one that's going to be ordained by God, okay? One that's going to be full of abundance, stability, security, family, okay? With this never-ending story, though, you all, there's definitely something coming to an end. I feel like it has already ended for you all. I feel like you all were going through a test with this Judgment card and that you passed, which is why you have this peace, this to be fair, and this Ace of Cups. Spirit is satisfied with your choices. Spirit is satisfied with your decision. Okay. Not for you. We have the Queen of Cups coming out. Okay. For a lot of you all, it does have to do with something very, it has to do with something in regards to the heart. Okay. We have the Queen of Cups here, who is very nurturing, very loving, very in tune, very intuitive. Okay. I feel like you all were pouring into cups, pouring into people who were not pouring into you, pouring into people in situations who were not beneficial to you, who constantly competed with you, who were constantly in competition with you. Okay. You were experiencing a lot of conflict with other people. Maybe one, the more person. Okay. But with this Thinker card and this Five of Wands at the bottom of the deck, it's kind of like you all were in a spiritual battle where you were constantly, like I said, overthinking, analyzing, contemplating a lot of things, trying to be logical about some things, but also feeling like an energetic battle, an energetic resistance towards people, places, and things, which is why you were at a fork in the road where you were having to make a choice, having to make a decision. Okay. We have the Five of Ariel, which is the Five of Pentacles coming out. It says you needn't go through your current challenges alone. Help is nearby. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. Okay. This is coming out with this Ten of Swords and this unfinished symphony, where you all were consistently feeling alone, consistently feeling left out in the cold, consistently feeling like people really didn't have your back. Okay. But Spirit is saying that was a little self-inflicted. Okay. You were a little unwilling to receive help. You were a little untrusting. Okay. But for good reasons. Okay. Because you've gone through many experiences where you were betrayed and where you were let down. So it's hard for you to trust other people. But Spirit is saying that you do have help that is nearby. It's just a matter of you choosing to receive it. Okay. You have the Seven of Gabriel coming out. It says, stand up for what you believe in. Have confidence. Claim your personal power. Seven of Gabriel is the Seven of Wands. You all are on the defense right now, being called to persevere. Continue to head towards the path and the journey that you were being called. Continue to stand up for yourself. Continue to set those high standards. Continue to cut off any and everyone that is not for your highest good. Okay. Continue to be confident in your decisions. Continue to have faith that you are being led and guided towards the path that is in alignment with you. Okay. Some of you all are being called to cleanse your energy, because a lot of you all kind of was just giving a lot of yourself away to people and places and things that did not deserve you. Okay, we have justice coming out. It says fight for justice and equality, rulings made in your favor, don't give up. This is coming out with that to be fair card, which I said was giving justice energy. So this is just confirmation that you all are about to embark on a new beginning that is going to be extremely abundant. Okay, like I said, the scales are tipping in your favor. Continue to make those hard choices. Continue to do what is right for you. Okay. For this peace and judgment card, we have change coming up, which is the Tower card. It says a sudden revelation that offers freedom. Break free of procrastination. Embrace the opportunities that changes bring. Okay, yeah. Spirit is blowing the horn for you all to shift your life. Okay, some of this may be unexpected for you all. Some of this may come at a surprise. Some of this may be a little chaotic. Okay, you may experience a little bit of upheaval. Okay, but Spirit is saying embrace it because it is ordained by God. This is a divine intervention to shake up your world so that you can begin to experience more peace in your life, so that you're not living in delusion, so that you're not operating in deception, so that you're not living a false life, okay? That you're not lying to yourself and others, okay? But that you can break free from these paradigms, okay? We also have the Knight of Michael, which is the Knight of Swords coming out, which is letting, it says strong, committed, and intellectual and diligent. Time to move quickly. Choose logic over emotion. Sudden changes. Yeah, this is what you all are being called to do, okay? Be logical. We do have thinker here. Okay, make sure you are considering wise choices. Make sure that you are making wise choices, okay? That you are actually thinking about your future, thinking about what it is that you want, what it is that you need, and that you are going towards it. Making sure nothing or nobody stands in your way with the Seven of Gabriel, okay? Stand up for what you believe in. Have confidence. Know that you are being divinely guided and you do have help. And if you don't have help right now, help is coming. You just got to have that discernment to be able to know who is really for you and who is against you. So we do have this Five of Wands out and this Ten of Swords, okay? We have the Three of Raphael. It says reasons to celebrate, a community of friends, happy announcements regarding relationships or children. Okay, this is that never-ending story with this Death card. And we did see that Ten of Pentacles that came out with this Death card, okay? So you all are definitely ending the cycle of being around people, places, and things that were taking from you, that were disappointing you, that were letting you down. And you're now moving towards a community of people, a community of friends, a family, a partner that is going to be for your highest good, that is going to be a happy turnout, a happy outcome. Okay. Holy Spirit, come through. Thank you. We have the 9 of Gabriel coming out, which is the 9 of Wands. It says, stay determined and move forward. Be prepared for any possibility. Environmental activists. Okay. This is the 9 of Wands, the 9 of Gabriel. So you all are, again, on the defense here with the 7 of Gabriel, 9 of Gabriel. Just being called to protect your energy. Okay. Continue to protect your energy with this Queen of Cups, and it's not for you. Listen to your intuition. Okay. You'll pick up on your body, your nervous system, your intuition, your gut will pick up on red flags when it comes to people before your mind does logically. Okay. I am hearing be more selective with who you give your heart to. Be more selective with who you pour into. Be more selective with who you give yourself to, give your love to, okay? Because you are giving yourself to people, places, and things that are not on your level, that are not your equal, okay? These people are if you from back in the day, you'll know what a peon is, but that's the word that's coming to my head. Like, these people are peons. These people are low wage workers, so to speak. These people are not on your level. They're below you, they're beneath you, okay? They may be able to talk like you. They may be able to walk like you, but they're not you. Deep down in the soul, deep down in the heart, they're not you, and they're not destined to be like you. Their destiny is completely different than yours. Their purpose is completely different than yours. You have to be able to discern when you have people who are simply wolves in sheep clothing, who are simply putting on this image as if they are somebody that they're not. We have Epiphany at the bottom of the deck, which is the Hermit card. It says joy through spiritual growth. Be a light to others. Answers that come through meditation. Okay, yeah, you all were feeling a lot of conflict mentally, spiritually, emotionally. Okay, you all were constantly thinking, seeking answers, seeking guidance from the Most High. Okay, and you received the confirmation. You've already received the answers. You've already received what it is that you need to do. Like I said, I'm just the vessel that's articulating it in a different way for you to understand, for you to comprehend. Okay. There is a major change that is happening in your life right now, and justice is being restored because somebody, something, someone, okay, did some type of injustice to you. For some of you all, this could have been a new relationship with this Ace of Cups. This could have been a new relationship that you experienced. You possibly could have started dating somebody, okay, and they did some type of injustice. But everything is going to be restored. Don't give up on love. Don't give up on hope, okay? Things will be restored. Because Spirit sees all, okay? Spirit sees all. A lot of you all are so used to dealing with people who are broken on the inside and who are spiritually in debt. I'm hearing spiritual bums. These are those people who I said that can walk like you and talk like you. Like, they have the lingo, they have the language, they have the knowledge, but it's just regurgitation. It's nothing that they've actually embodied. They have yet to do the alchemy work to switch themselves. There's still this low level energy. There's still this low level energy trying to get with a goddess like you, or a god, okay, if you are a male. This low life energy that was trying to get with a higher being, a higher power like you, okay? But they're broken on the inside. And that's this unfinished sympathy that you all, this never ending story that you keep experiencing. You keep attracting these people who are broken, who are looking to you to fix them, to help them, who are looking to you to guide them with this Queen of Swords, to make them feel better with this Queen of Wands, okay? You are very popular. You have a very strong aura, very strong energy, very likable person. You have a huge community here of friends and family already who are around you. And you continuously attract these low-level people who just want a piece of you, which is why you have the Seven of Gabriel. You got to do better with protecting yourself. You got to do better with setting boundaries. You got to do better with setting your standards high, okay? And defending your position, not letting up, continuously flying high. And who's for you and meant for you, whether it's a person, place, or thing, will rise to meet you there, okay? We have Apocolypsis coming out, okay? Which I know is an initiation card. So you all are going through an initiation, which makes sense because you're ending one cycle and beginning another. So it's fitting that you are having to cross a particular threshold, cross a particular test, pass a particular test, okay? It says, removing the veil of deception, the unknown becomes known and guides the way. When dark, it says nihilism, fatalism, and hopelessness. So apocalypsis indicates a particularly painful time, one that unfolds when two disparate dynamics occur simultaneously, pulling the psyche in seemingly opposing directions. The first is a lifting of the veil. This means truths that have been kept in the dark are revealed, seen, and unearthed. No matter how relieving it is to witness them come into the light, an element of despair and grief follows. The second dynamic is the regeneration that comes from the wreckage of the revealed truth. The old narrative breaks and a new story forms. Apocalypse's energy is similar to a forest of fires, devastation for the sake of regeneration. The veil lifts, and we see who and what has been hiding. For the nakedness of the truth, a child is born. Have faith in the process. Hold on to your center. That is the only way. So interesting that it talks about two dynamics where you have the card that says fork in the road. It talks about lifting of the veil, which is the Queen of Swords. Very sharp in her discernment, very sharp in her intellect. You can't get nothing past her. She takes no bullshit and she sees right through bullshit, right? The second dynamic is the regeneration that comes from the wreckage of the revealed truth, okay? Where you step into your power, you step into your light, you step into your confidence with the Queen of Wands, okay? And you do have the Judgment card, which talks about rebirth, regeneration, okay? I also think it's interesting, it mentions the forest fires, devastation for the sake of regeneration when we have the forest at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and read that. The forest at the bottom of the deck, since we have it mentioned twice. Okay. The forest is considered a place. Okay, it's on page 135. And the forest says the woods, the thicket, the jungle. When light, it says magic abounds, childlike wonder, adventure. When dark, it says concealment, density, savagery. Consider for a moment your earliest memory of the forest. It's likely it included all the mythic dynamics of this archetypal space. A little fear, a little enchantment, perhaps losing your way, perhaps discovering a secret mystical treasure. Such is the magic of the forest. It requires first that you enter it and then that you get lost within it. You may think there is a path to lead you straight through. but soon enough, you'll be on what is known as the pathless path. There are tricksters here, dense foliage and entanglement, but equally present are the glimmers of fairy light and friends among the trees. You're on an adventure now, and there's no turning back. So embrace the dim light and the moving shadows. Whether literal or imaginal, brave the forest and get lost getting found. Okay? That's just basically saying that you all are embarking on a new journey where you may not know what it's going to entail. You may not know what is going to happen, okay? It may seem a little chaotic. It may seem a little scary at first, especially with this tower card that you have. Okay, your life is changing completely. Your whole life is changing completely. It's going to look completely different. You're going to be completely different. And that may scare you a little bit because you're so used to navigating a particular way of life. You're so used to being a particular way. You're so used to acting and behaving and thinking a particular way, okay? But you're being called to change your life, to step into your inner wisdom, your higher wisdom, okay? So that you're getting out of this competitive energy, this conflict. Always feeling like you have to be in competition with others. It's time to isolate yourself. Be with yourself. Be by yourself. Some of you all are being called to travel by yourself, to move by yourself, okay? So that you can have time to actually think. Yeah, with this time for a nap and no place like home. Yeah, you all are being called to be with yourself right now so that you can rest, so that you can come home to your center, okay? So that you can know who you truly are and what's truly for you, okay? Because you all have been experiencing a lot of people, places, and things that were not for your highest good, that were not good for you, that were not good for your future, okay? And it's like some of you all already knew that, but you continuously poured into them. You continuously tried to make it work. You continuously tried to turn a blind eye where you weren't willing to accept it and acknowledge the truth. Okay, but that's all behind you. You're no longer afraid to be alone, or you should no longer be afraid to be alone because that's where you're going to find your strength. And that's where you're going to stop experiencing these heartbreaks, these betrayals, these disappointments. Okay, because once you accept who you are, accept your light, accept your strength, accept your power, accept your magic, accept the standards that you are setting for yourself, then you will not lower yourself to have to be with people who are below you, who are beneath you, who are not on your level. And then you have the discernment to see right through the people who are just trying to fake fake it till they make it type energy, who are operating in a realm of deception. Okay, and I'm gonna leave it here. Those are the reads for the day, and I have nothing else left to say. If this resonated with you, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not yet subscribed, and leave a comment below. Let your girl know. Sending you all so much love and light, and I'll catch you all in the next reading. Peace.